I just got stage fright all
Are
of
we
a
doing
sudden.
nose goes or
No.
Please God, no.
nose goes?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the OutCrowd podcast, episode 190. Everyone always told us our opinions didn't matter, and as it turns out, they were right. What's going on? I'm Zach.
Jared.
Quack.
And I'm Schmulty.
It's been that long.
Do I always go second?
Uh-huh.
That shook me to my core when this
Yeah.
It's because
like,
Zach
whose
used to
turn
sit
is
there,
it?
remember? Zach used to sit there, you were there, and we went around, and then you guys changed spots, but we kept the order the same.
It's been a
But it's,
while,
right.
brah.
It's also gotten a little confusing of late, because this is the first time in probably like a month and a half that we've had all four of us.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I got this
Yeah.
weird boner right now.
Yeah.
But it's like good
Maybe
though,
we-
right?
Yeah. Maybe we could do something with that.
Yeah,
when
we'll
we're
figure
done
it out. We might want to
Alright.
wrap this up quick.
Yeah. Don't want to waste
Should
it.
we get out of here?
Yeah.
Do your thing first.
And we're back.
There you go.
That was a
Nice.
solid.
Fucking nice, man.
Fucking nailed
Nailed
it, bro.
it.
That was the tits and the ass.
That will work.
So what are we doing?
Did you guys see the Dexter trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, I'm like super interested.
Really?
Hashtag bring back Rita.
I'm super interested.
I think it looks kind of weak.
To be fair, remember I'm not all the way through the original shit,
Oh, you're not?
but it looks really good to me.
What?
How did
Like
you
the
not
end
finish
has
Dexter?
been the end has been completely spoiled for me. So
Okay.
I've known the end.
Where are you at then?
Season 3.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
you're,
I'm way back.
you're before it even gets bad.
He's
Yeah,
also
you're
before
still
it
in
gets
the
good.
shit.
Yeah,
What?
I'm
No,
way
season
back.
The
Three
first
is
three
good.
seasons are the only, like, the best seasons.
I thought it was like,
1, 2,
I thought it was like
3,
the
and
first
4.
5.
One
Time's okay.
is the Ice Truck Killer. 2 is Bay Harbor Butcher, and 3 is
Oh, yeah.
Trinity Killer, isn't it?
4 is Trinity.
Yeah,
Killer.
Oh, so then 4 seasons are good, and then after that it kind of
3 is with the sponsor, isn't it? Miss
No,
Pardon My
that's
Tits?
season
That's
two,
season
that's-
2.
Bay Harbor Butcher.
Oh, okay, okay.
What is season 3? Skinner?
Yeah, and Miguel Prado.
Miguel? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after season 4, it doesn't get terrible, but it's not the same quality, I wouldn't think. Like,
No.
if I, like, every time I've rewatched it, I've gotten to 4, and then, like, instead of watching it rapidly, it becomes like one episode every here
It's
and there.
still on my Netflix as continue watching on the Rita episode.
yeah, I feel that too.
And I can't face it.
It's a tough one.
That's like Game of Thrones did it with the Red Wedding, where you like take a break because it hurt you on the inside.
Physically.
That's how that is in Dexter. It's like
Yeah.
you get to that and then you're like, I'm done for a minute. Like,
That's like the
I don't think I
biggest
can
one.
move forward.
I need a moment.
yeah.
It's like the biggest one for me because Dexter was like my first binge show. So that shit like fucked me up.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. I watched it on TV from like season like 2 or 3. So I like binged like the first season. I remember going to Walmart after our Dairy Queen shift, and I bought season 1 on DVD to watch it.
I think I had. I don't know which ones I have, but I do have some on DVD.
Yeah.
Because it was still. Yeah, it was still on when we were watching it.
Oh yeah.
I came on a lot later, but
I remember. I think I might have even recently said this. Like I remember watching the series finale of Dexter and like a season finale of Breaking Bad like the same night because they were on one after the other.
Yeah.
It's too
tough.
much. Too much, man.
I don't know.
tough.
I'll probably watch. I'll probably watch Dexter, but I don't know that I'm like hype about it.
Oh, I'll for sure watch it. I mean, I have to.
My expectations are so low
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can't ruin it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I just want to see Michael C. Hall and as Dexter again.
Yeah.
Really, that's it.
Yeah,
Michael C. Hall.
he is so
Yeah, he's
underrated.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
When is it? When is it?
It's like
available?
fall sometime, I think. I don't
I got
remember
so
exactly.
many shows I'm waiting on.
Mm.
Like C on Apple, whatever you call it, Plus
TV.
or TV.
Mm-hmm.
You, Dead to Me.
The Netflix show you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool show.
I gave up on
That's
Dead
like
to Me.
That's like Dexter.
The Servant. Yeah.
Kind
I'm waiting on all this shit. And like half of it has dates, so I know. Like I'm prepared, and half of it doesn't. So I'm floating in this vast nothingness,
I'm waiting for The Witcher.
Yeah.
which gives you anxiety.
Hell
So,
yeah.
The Witcher, yeah.
Witcher as well.
My sex life improves
Goes through the roof.
greatly when we're watching The Witcher. For both of us.
Is Batista in that?
I remember someone saying that. Was it Batista? I thought it was Aquaman.
Oh, Jason Momoa.
Yeah. I heard that
he
in
got
it.
cast, but I didn't see him in the trailer, and I'm not sure.
I'm not watching the trailer.
And Dave
It didn't
Bautista's
really show
in.
anything.
No.
Yeah. it's
Dave
light.
Bautista's in the second season of C with Momoa, and he's also in that movie coming out with Momoa, Dune or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's gonna be so. The cast list for that movie is fucking insane.
The cast list is like $1 billion. Like, how did they have money for cameras?
Yeah, like it looks so good, and it's one of those movies like it was a book, and then they turned it into a movie, but the like original director, I think he had it as like 3.5 hours long, but you know back in the 80s 90s that was like unheard of.
You didn't do that.
So he had to cut it to like 2.5, and so the movie was not very good. And now I've heard that they're actually going to make it a big movie.
Is it Dune?
Dune. Did you ever
Why don't
watch
they just do two
the
parts?
original one in like the 90s?
Back in the 90s and 80s, you know, they were like, oh, we don't know about this.
I remember watching
2
it
hours.
with my dad. Probably too young. It wasn't even like a bad movie, but I just didn't get it, and it was kind of scary. My dad fucking loved that movie.
Maybe I have to check. I may have seen it. I don't remember.
It's a really old movie.
That's a long time ago for me.
The original, I want to say the original Dune. It would have been like
You were
late
like
80s
50.
or early 90s.
I
Yeah,
was 50.
you're
Come on now.
you're like 50 when that came out, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that, and it's coming out on HBO. There's still a lot of good movies that are coming straight to HBO.
I hope it's a trend that keeps going.
Yeah,
I dig it, but I like that movie experience, that theater experience.
Dune is one I'd be willing
Yeah,
to see
me
in
too.
theaters.
Alright.
But the idea of being able to see it in theaters and then a couple days later be like, I want to rewatch that. Being able to just turn it on downstairs, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
So that one looked good. That's the only movie I've seen coming out.
I've seen all the hate reviews on Space Jam, which has made me happy.
I watched it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it as bad as it sounds?
I made all my kids turn off all their fucking iPads and shit. I was like, get the fuck upstairs. We're watching a movie. And it was awful. It was
Yeah,
so
Wait,
bad.
the experience with the kids or the movie? Or
The
both?
experience with the kids. No, the movie was awful.
I watched.
Like even for a kids movie,
Yeah.
bad.
Well, okay, it was horribly acted. And then I'm pretty sure the first Space Jam was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first
But-
one was like cute and like I don't know. I feel like because I watched Pitch Meeting, the Screen Rant guy. I watched his on it, and he just kind of go like he makes fun of it while giving you a slow roll through it, and he's like the way that he pitches it. The guy's like, "We're gonna make another Space Jam movie." But it's just going to be a commercial. And he's like, oh, for what? For us. For the WB.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds great. And he's like, yeah, basically everything we do throughout this entire movie is just going to be going to everything that we own and showing that it's WB. Harry Potter, we're going to go there. We're going to do all this
Game
stuff.
of Thrones.
Yeah, everything that's owned by WB, we're just going to make a commercial. And then they like set it up to where James is like trying to find the best players to play in the NBA. And they go and they find the fucking Justice League. They find Superman, Batman, Flash, all of them, and they don't end up helping because of some petty like disagreement with Daffy Duck or something like that. Like he did something that upset them, and instead of LeBron being like, "Hey, my kid's being held captive, will you help me?" Which they would obviously say yes. They're fucking Justice League. They're just like, "No, we need to go to our next WB universe," and they just take off to fucking. It's just like everything, and then the son is kidnapped, by this computer genius that can do whatever he wants.
AI
So
system.
like, why couldn't he just do whatever he wants? Basically, they needed LeBron for some reason, but they really didn't need him. And the son plays for the bad guys.
Yeah.
And no one brings us like if the bad guys win, the bad guy that is the like computer AI is going to suck everyone into his AI and like harbor them as I can't remember how exactly he puts it, but he's basically going to control the entire world by pulling them all into his computer system, and he's going to run everything.
Are you talking about the actual movie?
Yeah. And LeBron's son is playing for the bad team, and no one says anything. They're not like, "Hey, LeBron's kid, if you win this, you realize you're ruining the entire world." No, he's just out there trying to play basketball.
Trying to show his dad
It
that.
sounds like a lot going on.
Yeah, it's super
I think
weird.
I'm out.
The original one was, "Hey, they kidnapped some of our, they want to play basketball, so we're going to go get Michael Jordan." And then they took some of the powers of the other ones. Let's go play. This one's like fucking insane.
LeBron cannot act.
No.
Well, neither could Jordan.
That's what I hear. Like that's fair enough.
But like the original one had so much like it was just so innocent, you know, just so much. It was just fun. Bill Murray was in the original one. Bill Murray's a fucking genius.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a great. It's made for kids. That's probably why. It's the first one was also made for kids, which is probably why we loved it.
Yeah,
but this one is also made for kids, and we're not kids anymore.
But this one's just like a commercial with a convoluted plot.
Sure, I mean,
and then the good guy's son plays for the bad guys to ruin the world, and he has no moral issues with it at all.
He's like, I'm gonna show my dad.
Yeah.
Dirty secret. I didn't see the original Space Jam.
Interesting.
Wow.
Well, you were like 50.
I was
probably.
50. I was doing 50-year-old things, like walking with my walker, or walking with my cane,
replacing your tennis balls on the bottom of your walker.
Yeah, going for Saturday morning walks
with the newest models.
Right.
The funniest thing to me is the new Space Jam was available on HBO, and so was the old one. And I was like, I'd much sooner watch the old one, even if I had kids.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna sit down and watch a real movie.
Although, to be fair, my kids sat and watched the whole fucking thing, which doesn't happen very often. Like they did something right.
Just made it flashy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the threat you gave them. Turn your shit off upstairs,
or I'll break it.
We're gonna spend time as a family.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah. You should do it more often.
But
do you want to spend that too much time with your kids though?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Speaking of movies released on platforms, you guys were talking about the latest debate.
What is it called?
It's just Black Widow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You guys were just talking about it.
I just know it as the Black Widow movie.
It's called Black Widow.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't fucking know.
I feel like there's probably something after that, but
I feel like it's just a post. I've seen posters that say
I don't
Black
fucking
Widow.
care.
Yeah, it's the Scarlett Johansson one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Black Widow.
With Black Widow.
Yeah.
You know, from the movies. That was awesome. I miss this.
I'm quickly realizing that I don't.
Anyway, that was a segue for you two, because you two know more than I do about any of this.
Well,
Well, all I know is that Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over it going to being available on Disney Plus.
well,
Day
they released it same day, and they estimated that she lost out on about $50 million, like in her pocket.
Wow.
And then I thought, I don't care about. I don't care about the money that Scarlett Johansson didn't get, and I don't care. Like if Disney had paid her $50 million, I don't care. It's which of these incredibly rich individual or institutions do you want to have more money? And I don't care. I think they both should be shot.
I
They are
like
the
that.
enemy.
Yeah.
I like where your headspace is right now.
Bring
Fuck 'em
bring
both.
out the guillotine, man.
Fuck them both, fuck everything and everyone.
Yeah, burn
I
it
gotcha.
down.
So that's all I know. I don't know the grimy details of it, but she's pretty been out of shape.
I mean,
mean-
that's it.
But like,
Nothing's really happened with it yet.
How do you sue Disney though?
I don't know.
Even
How do you
remotely-
lose out on $50 million? Because
Because
it's not in theaters.
So like when you sign on to a movie, if it's a hit, you get money based on how well it does, and a Marvel movie is just going to do well. So because it's something in the clause, every actor has it. You know, like that's why you want your movie to be a hit.
Not necessarily. So you can like The Rock is notoriously famous for taking much less money up front, like significantly less money up front, but he gets way more on the back end. So for like every dollar the movie makes, he'll make way more money because he took less up front. And Scarlett Johansson did the same thing, but it's only on movie theater sales. And then they released it the same day on a streaming service that she got no cut of. That's why.
It's still $30 to unlock it in Disney Plus.
But she got none of it.
I know, but
yeah.
it's still $30 fucking in there.
Well, Disney
no popcorn
made.
or candy or drinks come with that.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as it goes, I don't give the money to Scarlett because fuck Disney. But like there's gotta be you sign big contracts, and I would have to imagine that somewhere in there, technically they own the rights. Like they signed with Marvel, so they work together with Marvel. Disney owns Disney Plus. Disney owns the movie. They're the producer. There has to be a clause in there somewhere that protects them if they do something like that, because this isn't the first one they've done.
I guarantee you they don't. And I was even talking to my wife. I'm like, I'll bet you every single contract in the future of anything will have like a streaming clause. We'll have like motherfucker, I now get a piece of every single thing you sell, or I get like X amount of dollars of the first month of new subscriptions to Disney Plus, like something like that. Like this, it'll change the way that actors do contracts. I'm sure of it. And that being said, I don't care.
Yeah, they probably will.
I love you so much. You know that.
I know.
I would just think that a company that big running a streaming service in the middle at the tail end of a pandemic would have thought to add that. You know, like this movie's going to come out when people aren't really going to theaters. Maybe we should talk about adding something. You'd think that Disney would be on top of that, but they're probably not because they're just too rich. They don't give a fuck.
There's a quote from whoever at Disney that says her petition has no merit whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah. So no.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
We can bleed you dry if you want to go the distance.
I think each of them should have to donate $100 million.
Sure.
I don't know if she's worth that though.
I don't think so.
$100 million?
Yeah.
You don't think Scarlett is?
No, I don't think so. She's not Tony Stark. How much
there's
money is Scarlett
he made
Johansson
like $300
worth?
and something million off. $375 million off all those movies.
Robert?
She's worth it. I even care less now. She's worth $140 million.
No.
Wow.
Well, there's a big thing going around that the reason that people got killed off in Marvel is because they were too expensive. Like the only reason that they killed Robert Downey Jr. is because he was too expensive.
He just kept going up with each movie.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can't afford this, man.
Like, I kind of believe it, but at the same time, I think
that's bullshit.
It kind of makes sense, like, for the story, for people to...
Yeah, I think they wrote that it all came together really nice. I feel like their deaths had a purpose. Or, Cap didn't die, but...
It did, but, like...
I feel like it made sense.
There's all the people saying that it's easy to bring him back. And then people are like, like Disney's like, oh, no, they can never come back. It'll never happen. And they're saying that...
I love that.
that the reason they're doing it is because they don't want to pay the money.
Which I also believe.
I believe it's for the money, and it's also could be for the... Like, from Disney's standpoint, money. From Kevin Feige and all the people that wrote the story. You know what I mean?
It just works out for everyone.
Yeah, it works out.
Iron Man.
Disney's like, no, we're not bringing him back.
I think Robert made like $75 million just off his last Iron Man movie.
Probably.
The worst one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The shittiest one.
The one that nobody likes.
He'll continue making money from it. All of them will, too, forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like... Fuck that. That's disgusting. God.
I like that they stay dead, though, regardless of what it is.
Me too.
It'd be fucking cheap if they just came back.
Well, there's
de-aged Captain America and brought RDJ back to life with fucking magic stones.
That was off screen.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. anyway, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give a shit now.
Fair enough.
The story is finished. It was like a whole arc with Iron Man, especially.
And it was a really good one.
Yeah, served its purpose, and then
Yeah.
he had a good end.
Yeah.
I've been watching that. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's on Netflix. The Movies That Made Us.
Yeah.
It's actually like crazy interesting because like some of these movies, they're like classics. Like you couldn't imagine them not making them. Were like pretty much not going to be made.
Yeah.
Like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Sat on the desk for like 10 years
Yeah.
before it was even
nobody
tried.
wanted to touch it.
And then the company, I think Paramount owns it. They didn't, or maybe it was Universal. Like they wanted to cut all the scenes where he's running, and like that whole storyline. And they wanted to spend
What?
less and less and less money, and then it comes out and it makes $600 million. And it's the same thing for like Home Alone. The Christopher Columbus was the director, the guy that did like the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
Oh.
And it was written by, I can't remember his name, but he's like a famous writer, like does tons of great movies. And they're like, we can make it for like 10 million. And then they get working on it and they're like, oh, it's going to cost more than 10. So they ask, I can't remember who it was, for 14. And they're like, we can give you 13. So they keep going, and then something else goes wrong, and the company that they're doing it for is like, yeah, we're probably going to end this. Like, we're going to cut you off. And so another guy ran into another company, told them what they were doing, and that guy was like, if you get cut, you work for us.
Oh, yeah.
So the second the company came down, it was probably Paramount or one of them was like, no, we're done. We're not making your movie. Like, it's over. And then he called this guy that was for Fox or whatever it was. And he's like, just keep working. Just go. Like, you guys now officially work for us. We're going to buy you right away.
Nice.
And they made it for like $14 million, and that movie is the highest grossing family Christmas movie of all time. Like, nothing has ever beaten it.
Which movie?
Home Alone.
Oh.
Like, it was almost not made at all, and it was one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Still gets played every Christmas.
Yeah, like, it's huge. Like, so, like, it's so crazy to watch these. Like, Pretty Woman, there's a ton of them that are super cool. Die Hard.
Yeah.
Like, I guess people laughed out loud when they saw that Bruce Willis was cast for what's his name, John McClane, because back in that day he was like a comedy TV show actor, so they thought it was going to be stupid, and then it became this huge, it was this huge fucking movie that now is like recreated everywhere. It's super interesting to watch. Like, they go through all these movies that are like just huge, and then it's like, yeah, we almost didn't make it. Like, people didn't want to make this movie.
Yeah. I mean, imagine how many that didn't get made.
I know, it's crazy.
Probably some
Has
good
the
ones.
debate been settled on if Die Hard's a Christmas movie or not?
It is for me.
Is it?
I watch it at Christmas. It's during Christmas. I have the Nakatomi Tower right there.
Yeah.
We know.
With snowflakes.
We
It's
know.
Christmas.
We see
See
it.
this? Snowflakes. He's wearing a Christmas hat.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Definitely a Christmas music. They play Christmas music. Snowing.
I'm just wondering if it's classified as a Christmas movie.
I mean, officially, just this November, December, go on any of your streaming services, and if it pops up in holiday movies, then it is.
Okay.
It's a good metric.
Yeah.
It's valid.
It can still be for you, though. I've seen it once, a long time ago.
It's so good.
Yeah, I liked it. It was, and I got nothing bad to say about it, but...
Like, they compared it, they were talking about it, and like, because like before this was all this Schwarzenegger and what's the other guy, Rocky, who played Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
It was like their movies where they were like huge dudes, huge like battle motherfuckers that for all these action movies. And then this one was an average dude, just a regular cop. And now if you look at it, like most of the modern day action movies are based on that formula. There's comedy.
Yeah.
They're just average dudes and shit goes wrong.
Average looking dudes.
Well, like average as in like not Schwarzenegger. Like he was always playing like some huge like military guy. Same with Stallone. Like,
yeah,
the movies back then, if you look before that time, like back in the early 90s and early or like late 80s, it was more like military big guys. They never
like
get
super
shot.
soldiers.
Like super soldiers. And his was like, I'm just a cop.
Navy SEALs.
Yeah. And so like if you look at like most of them, like a lot of the like White House is Down or whatever, and they've done like in Speed, the movie with Keanu Reeves was just a regular cop taking on a guy on a boat or on a bus, and they did Boat. Then there was the White House, and like they were all based on that formula: comedy, average dude taking on a terrorist or something.
It works.
That's an interesting thought.
There hasn't really been like a jacked dude in that role in a long time.
Except for The Rock.
Yeah,
That's true.
Rock be doing that.
And they try to portray him as a regular.
Yeah, as a regular.
He's a 7 foot, 300 pound fucking Samoan gorilla
Who works in an office just before
Yeah.
the terrorist
with
attack.
his fucking tie on and
Yeah.
his glasses.
Well, it's
and
like
an earthquake hits.
Yeah.
And he saves fucking.
It's like that movie they did with Kevin Hart, where The Rock played like this innocent, kind-hearted
Oh,
CIA or something like that.
yeah,
But he was like a pencil pusher.
yeah.
He wasn't like the big guy, and then he's like 7 feet tall. It's like, okay, this guy's not the pencil pusher.
No.
This guy's the real fucking deal.
When his sleeves have to be altered to fit his arms.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I like
That's
The Rock.
funny.
I like his shit.
I'm getting tired of him.
Sure, but he's got good comedy to him. There's good
I think
comedic
he's-
value there.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
When he does that eyebrow thing, man. Better quit it. Where are you going?
Just opening the door. Shut up.
My bad.
So I read a fun article.
Okay.
This is my contribution for the day.
Is this the only contribution in your life today that's going to be contributed?
This is the only thing I found that I thought was fun and interesting to talk about.
All right.
I'll just read you the headline because this is really all you need. OnlyFans
Nice.
reportedly seeks to move away
yeah.
from adult content to become more mainstream. They are currently looking for a multi-billion funding to completely change their platform.
What chump is going to give them that?
Right?
Who on
What
the
the fuck?
fucking planet wants them to be more family friendly?
Well, they are just trying to, like, all these people that are making millions of dollars off of them, they're like, gots to go.
But they get a cut.
Yeah, but they...
That's
I know.
That's
it's
their
the dumbest
business
shit.
model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it.
You
I
do
don't
well,
know,
we
maybe-
do well.
I guess if you have to look at, maybe if you look at, like, TikTok or, you know, one of them versus OnlyFans, maybe those guys make more even...
Then start another company.
Yeah, I think they're. I don't know. Maybe the guy or whoever it was that created it just doesn't want to be known as a porn site anymore, and they're like, you know what?
Dude,
Too
why
bad.
not?
Who
If I made
cares?
that much fucking money, if I owned Pornhub and I made that much fucking money, I'd be like,
I'd own a
We out
gay
here, boy.
brothel
yeah.
if it made me that kind of. I don't
Right?
give a fuck. Only
I got no
gay
shame, bro.
interracial gangbangs happen at this place, and if it made me that kind of money, you could plaster my face all over. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, be proud of it.
I just read. I thought the article. Yeah, it was just funny on all accounts.
Yeah, I heard about that a couple weeks ago.
There's
I
also
thought it
some
was
funny
pretty
memes
funny.
about it. You know,
Yeah.
like these women that are making tons of money doing this, and now they're going to be out on their ass trying to figure out how to have a real job.
Yeah.
I'll go over to what was it you were telling me about? The streamer chicks that just sit in the hot tub.
Oh,
and
the
talk.
hot tub
Oh, fucking
streams
Twitch?
on Twitch.
Yeah,
It's-
you know
it's-
what? A lot of them probably will.
Well, it's not the same because remember that pod you and I did where I showed you. I had it on my phone, the actual stream. So that chick, Amaranth. She's like this super hot redhead, but she does that. But on OnlyFans, she makes close to $1 million. So
She
she's
makes
on
a fuck ton on Twitch.
she's on both of them, but clearly take away OnlyFans, and she's not going to be making the same kind of money.
Yeah, but she still already made that money and almost didn't have to do anything for it.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, but-
talent, no skill, just sit there in a bikini and
That's why you know she
Yeah.
probably doesn't have a big bank account because she probably just spends it as
Probably not
fast
very
as she
smart.
makes it.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, fuck her. So
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway,
For
so
sure.
don't be surprised if one day you see OnlyFans is doing I don't know what memes.
You like take.
They're gonna
your,
go under.
they turn
Right?
it into a
They're
streaming
gonna go
service.
under.
You take your kid's phone. You're like, why the fuck do you have OnlyFans? And it's
Yeah,
like
and it's-
playing clips of ABCs or whatever.
It's like another version of TikTok or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, like think about their competition and how fucked they are.
Yeah.
Like who are they competing with?
I've
TikTok?
never.
Pornhub.
Well, now they're
I mean,
switching.
Yeah, if
They're gonna be competing with like what? TikTok,
Instagram. Snapchat.
fucking Facebook.
Yeah, good luck.
Like
Well,
you're fucked.
I've never.
You're so fucked.
And you're already known for explicit content. Good luck rebranding that.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's a hell of a PR team.
I've never been on OnlyFans. I've thought about like downloading it and seeing, but I don't know how the format works. I don't know. Like, do you just get on and just see like pictures of people and click on them to pay them? Like, I don't know
Yes.
how the format works, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they would.
You pay per picture, or you can subscribe, but then depends
Well,
on how the creator sets it. So like they can have, like you can pay to see any of them. It has like a blurred out image. You can be like, I paid $20, see that, or you can subscribe. But then they can set ones where you have to pay on top of the subscription. I think that's roughly how it works.
Yeah,
I've glanced.
But like, do they show? Like, when you log in on your phone, do you just see like multiple like?
There's probably categories.
I don't know.
Just like bunch of different.
The way that I looked at it was from Twitter. There was a girl that I saw that posted hers, and I was like, I'm curious, what's on here? And I was like, who the fuck would do this? And that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen like the TikToks of these girls that are like, I'm gonna open an OnlyFans for 1 month and no nudity, and she's like, oh, I made $113,000 this month selling pictures of my feet. I was like, babe, quit your day job.
Time to sell feet pics.
Yeah.
I wonder what their original vision was.
Well, I feel like their original vision was explicit.
Pretty much that.
Think so?
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
sure, explicit to a point, but
Well,
then they
yeah,
saw some girl getting paid $1 million to jam something into her.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, normally we would do away with this, but I think we're going to run with it. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like there's got to be like it probably wasn't their dedication, because it's called OnlyFans, not like sex for me or sex pics. Like, so OnlyFans, like just hearing it, you'd think like, I'm a skateboarder, I do super cool shit. Like, maybe I have OnlyFans that are willing to pay me to explain how to do kickflips and shit. But then it was like, oh, she's naked, and they kind of just went that direction. Like, maybe it wasn't explicitly made for sex stuff.
They're
but
watching
just
the analytic numbers just fucking go through the roof. Like, okay.
The sex is selling a lot more than the
direction we're gonna
skateboards.
go.
So,
yeah, I feel like maybe it wasn't made directly for that, but once it got to a point, they didn't stop it.
Fucking,
It went that way.
Either.
well, and it's clearly not against their community guidelines in the beginning, nudity or stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I don't know. But I ain't spending money on feet pics.
dude,
I'm not spending money on pics.
Yeah, there's a lot of free porn out there.
Feet
I know.
or
Really
fucking
fucked up
boobs.
porn.
Like,
I know, bro. That's what I tell people. I'm like, porn is free. I'm like, oh, but it's this girl.
It's
I'm
always
I
2 or
don't
3
give it.
clicks
She's
away.
not gonna care about you in 100 lifetimes.
Type in her body image style in Pornhub, and you'll find her.
I know. That's
You'll find
what
your
I said
twin.
too.
dude, you can just
Bro, just
you
look
can
up
just
blondes.
wait.
Yeah.
It ends up on Pornhub. Like, what's the really famous chick? The one
I have
like
no idea.
the super famous, like the biggest OnlyFans person that's always in the news.
The ex-Disney star.
You know who I'm talking about? Like the one that sold her bathwater. Wasn't that her?
Belle,
Yeah, dude.
Belle Delphine.
Yeah.
Belle Delphine, like the biggest OnlyFans there ever was. She did porn on OnlyFans, and a week later it was on Pornhub.
I'm sure.
And I watched it, and it was not that
People
great.
bought her bathwater?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
You didn't hear about this?
fucking disgusting.
No.
Yeah, she like bottled up and sold her bathwater, and
How full
made a
of yourself
fuck ton
are
of
you?
money.
Yeah.
She made money off of it.
Yeah,
made
but
a
how
fuck ton of
full of
money.
yourself are you to think, you know what? These sick fucks will buy this.
I
Start
know.
bottling.
Yeah,
Like, the world is a crazy.
And then they
that's
do.
an entrepreneur.
Imagine how much that would fuck with your head. It sells out.
Instantly,
Yeah, you're like
and you made $1 million.
What do you do next to bring more excitement?
right, like
Start pissing in the bottle?
I just take 5 baths a day, dude, and
Yeah.
retire.
increase supply.
yeah, but you
to fit
get
the
bored of
demand.
that. You want to take it to the next level. Start pissing in the bottle or pissing in the bathwater
That'll sell.
or whatever. I don't know, but
That is
Belle
so gross.
Delphine is this person's name.
Yeah.
But
Jared's like, I gotta go with eBay.
I gotta get going, guys.
she did porn on OnlyFans, and it ended up like a week later on Pornhub, and I only know because it said like Belle Delphine OnlyFans porn or something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very long, but I was like, well, I'll watch it because
Sure, why not?
she's like the biggest person on OnlyFans. I have to at least say I've seen it.
Sure.
So and it was not good. It was not like quality. I mean, really nice camera. She's
Sure.
hot. But it wasn't like something where you're like, oh yeah, this is getting me into it. It was fucking stupid.
She lays there like a limp fish.
Yeah, she's not a porn star.
Oh yeah,
It's an
to
art,
me.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
so-
girls know how to work it.
but she's not the only
You know what
one.
I'm saying, Brady?
What are you doing, step bro?
I've seen a lot of them. Like they just come up randomly. Like this person OnlyFans porn. You know, like it just comes out of
I've
nowhere.
seen that too.
Like so you don't really have to pay. Just wait long enough, and sooner or later you can find it on fucking Pornhub.
And that's through
you
like
go.
a legitimate website on the internet. Imagine like the Tor sites, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
you find probably fucking
Yeah.
anyone's content.
they're not up there for long because obviously there's it's technically Belle Delphine's property.
Sure, but
But it's there, like, and the other ones have shown up, and I don't even click on them because it's like someone I don't know, and it's like I don't care. But it says like OnlyFans. Every once in a while, they're up there.
Well,
Which, speaking of Pornhub, have you guys noticed that they are putting up a paywall?
huh?
They are?
Well, I mean, not for the site, but you know how like they've had to where you can verify you're uploading to Pornhub.
Yeah.
So there's like verified actresses and whatnot. Well, now
Yeah.
they can put their stuff behind a paywall.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen it where you see someone that's hot and you click on their like name to see what else they're in, and then you can scroll through it, and then at the bottom there's ones that's like, you know, $20, $15, $10. It's not all of them, but yeah, they can put up a paywall.
Good for
That
them.
makes sense.
It does make sense for Pornhub, yeah. I mean,
OnlyFans does it.
yeah, they're making bank, so Pornhub's like, yeah, we want in.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Why not? I ain't paying for it. But
Yeah, I'm not paying for
more
it.
power to you.
The pictures is the thing that like boggles my mind. I just don't understand that at all.
Well, I don't understand how somebody can be so obsessed with a single individual, like that.
I don't either.
I kind of get it, I guess, but I don't know how you get there. You know, like
Yeah, I don't really get it at all.
yeah, I don't.
Because it's someone you like just don't know at all.
Yeah.
Period.
And that's why when people are like, I don't even like strip clubs, man. Like, they just pretend to like you. I'm like, why do you think they like you in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, they don't.
Yeah.
Just know that they don't like you. They want you for your money. And if you can make your peace with that, strip clubs are a fine place to go.
Well, why do you go to the strip club? Because you want to get to know the stripper?
No, you just want to see some tits.
You want tits and ass.
Yeah, and then if you just make
It's a fair trade.
they don't like you. Give them $50. You see them naked, and you go on about your day. Everybody's like, I don't even like strip clubs, man. Like, and you're fucking lying. That means you don't like naked women. So there you go.
In
First
real
off,
life, too.
you're lying.
In real life.
Yeah.
Not over the web.
Yeah,
somewhere.
and like you don't want a real tits 5 inches from your face. You're not into that.
Or having a
Gotcha.
having a hot chick grind on you for
Yeah.
$100 during a song. Like,
Gotcha.
I can
But
see
then
that.
they always go into like man, they just fucking hang around. They just want your money. I'm like, of course they fucking do. So either don't go or give it to them.
That's literally the business.
That's
model.
the whole thing.
That's their whole job.
That's the business model.
Yeah, I love that.
They lie to themselves thinking that's not the same with the online girls.
Yeah, they might like you less.
Yeah, because they don't,
don't
have,
have
to
to
actually
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the strippers pretend.
Yeah.
They'll come up and like touch your shoulder and shit.
Yeah,
Online, they're just like, "Oh, you sound cute,"
yeah.
because they can't fucking see you.
I don't even like strippers, man. They just pretend.
I want something real.
Yeah, I want something real, bro.
I want to connect.
Oh yeah, try the dive bar, which is where I'm sure we'll find you. Go find your princess in the dive bar.
Yeah, I don't like Yeah, paying for pictures is beyond me. Like, I can understand being like you get interested and not obsessed, but like you like an actress, you know, like a porn actress, and you watch a lot of their stuff, but like it's a phase. Like there's not one porn star that I've watched since I was a kid who I only watch theirs, and I really connect with them, and I have to see their latest ones. It's kind of like, oh, she's hot, I'll watch some. Oh, she's hot, I'll watch some. You know, it's not like yeah, some of those people get like really invested. Like, I love her. I'm gonna spend all my money here at her OnlyFans.
That's how they get paid, bro. It's the same thing on Twitch.
They count on those weird guys to get obsessed and spend their life savings on them.
Oh yeah, buddy.
I guess might as well.
I mean, I don't give a fuck, but I just don't understand how you can like become so obsessed with one person.
Well, what if you, like
that just doesn't like you.
Her bathwater's up for sale?
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
I'm fucking
buying it.
I mean, if it came for sale tomorrow and I could get my hands on a bottle, I'd probably do it, and I'd put it right there.
Yeah.
And just
for the
just for the prop.
It was fairly expensive though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like $50 or something.
Like
for like a little vial.
Like when we tried to...
The vagina candle.
Gwyneth
Yeah,
Paltrow's
the vagina candle.
And that was sold out.
And it was selling for like $500.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have bought it, but it was purely for the table.
Yeah. We would have bought it sarcastically.
But wasn't it like, it was like $50, wasn't it, or something like that? Like we were gonna, well, on the site it wasn't 500. It's the scalpers that have raised the price.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember it was like $80. We were all gonna chip in like 20.
Yeah, but it sold out.
Sold out
like
really fast.
there was no chance. No chance of us getting it.
The fucking scalpers, man. That's why there's no Xbox or PlayStation still.
I really need to find one by Christmas though.
I wonder what the candle actually smelled like.
I know.
Like snickerdoodles?
I
don't know. That's why we wanted it.
Yeah, we wanted
Yeah, that's why it sold out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, does it really smell like pussy?
Yeah. I gotta see, man.
I gotta sniff this shit.
It really would have been
damn.
fucking sweet to put it on the table and light it and see what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been funny.
Well, we missed our opportunity, so.
Think of the cool collection we could have on our table. We would have Mjolnir, we'd have bathwater, and then we'd have a vagina candle.
Yeah.
Assholes weren't out here buying shit so goddamn fast.
You know, the best piece to collect would be Elon Musk's little flamethrower deal.
That's not that expensive. Even people are reselling it for less than $500.
That'd be a hell of a pod table piece.
It's like as big as the table.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll work around it.
We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, and then I'd have to hide it during the drunk pod.
Oh,
yeah, you would.
The last thing we need is someone down here like, "Whoa!"
I mean, get a couple drinks in me and I'm going right for that wall.
Yeah.
Pull those fucking swords down.
Any other big news in the world?
Not really. I've checked Google here and there. Not a lot's happening.
There's really not a lot going on at all.
The main thing that I see is people are still wanting to now they're talking about doing a booster shot for COVID.
Yeah.
And I feel like the news is really like, because I still believe that the news had a huge part in why COVID was so big and so like devastating. And they were getting so many clicks and so many views, and they were blowing it out so high. Like, even politicians were like, yeah, let's worry about it, but like we don't need to go and buy all the toilet paper and shit.
Oh yeah.
And then the newses were like, oh, you gotta get down here, so they're getting crazy. And I feel like a lot of the news is what's pushing it. Like they're making it like,
you don't think 500,000 dead Americans has anything to do with it?
I don't think, no.
They don't care about the dead Americans. It's
No,
the
I don't.
clicks.
I don't. It's the news. Like, the news channels are pushing this stuff still, and because they're missing out on where they were 9 months ago, that they are the ones that are like really pushing it. Because if you actually watch it, like watch, the scientists and the people that actually know something about it talk about it, they're pretty like, yeah, we're in a good blah 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 blah. But the news is like, we got oh my god, whoa. They're crazy.
Well, a lot of people have died from it. I was almost one of them.
Yeah, but the news doesn't care.
No.
They just want the clicks.
Yeah, my point is not that
To
COVID
insert-
was fake.
Sure.
My point is that the news was like reviving their companies off of it.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, I think it's. I mean, there's like the Delta variant coming around, and
Yeah, and then the Bravo variant behind that, and
It's because it's
maybe.
a flu.
maybe
It's a flu.
It's probably gonna be around for a long time.
It's gonna be
Probably
around
like
forever.
forever.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
around for the rest of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
But
get
my-
your fucking vaccine.
My point is it like, you know, even the scientists and the doctors can tell you one way, like, oh yeah, it's the flu. We got to monitor, do this and do that. But then you go to the news channels and they're like I see it on my YouTube and I don't know why I get it recommended, but they're like debating it, like
They
hardcore,
just
like
have, like, a news
in their
feed on
face.
YouTube.
Yeah, like in their face debating it like crazy. And they're just trying to blow it all up again. And it's like, guys, we just barely came out of this. Like,
There's like a
we need to relax.
second wave coming. Like people are dying.
I saw a
Deaths are up and positive cases are up.
I saw a dude in Lowe's the other day that had like a full-on fucking.
Hazmat suit.
I was like, brah,
Yeah.
fuck, completely sealed inside, hermetically sealed inside this suit. I was like, my goodness, dude.
Yeah. He's not getting it.
Fuck no. Fuck no. And he was walking through.
Probably hot as balls.
Fuck yeah.
He was just like chilling. Like it wasn't a thing for him. He might as well have not been wearing the suit. That's how he was carrying himself as he was walking around. Just sitting there picking shit up, like looking at it, like debating on prices, looking at shit. And I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you comfortable in there? Can I get you? The fans are over here."
But yeah, as far as news, I feel like that's still the dominant feature.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of guys at work that wear their masks to work, and they'll be like potholing by themselves,
And they're wearing their masks.
and they'll wear their masks. And I'm like,
Dude, blow
have
my
fun.
blow my brains out.
Seems like a bit much.
It is.
Even for me.
It is. The one guy, his name's Robert. He drives himself to work, and he wears his mask in his car from the shop to the job, and
I can see like wearing it around the shop, especially around a bunch of people who probably don't believe in it.
in his car by himself.
That's
what I'm talking
That's too much. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Even in the middle of the winter when it's freezing and wearing the like face mask to warm your face, even wearing that to pothole,
It's rough.
typically I pulled it down.
Yeah.
Because potholing is not like a fun, like leisure activity. Like you're fucking getting after it, and at a certain point, the hot breath that's exploding out your mask towards your eyes is too much. You have to pull your mask off.
Yeah.
It's also one of the type, like potholing is one of the things where you show up in your coat and you start potholing and your coat comes off, the face mask comes down, the fucking hat comes off because you're sweating your ass off even in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
So doing that, like wearing the face mask in the summer potholing, no, kill me.
no, kill me.
Just kill me. Even if SCI, if I worked there and they like it's a requirement, I'd fucking nope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. Weird world. We'll
Just
see where we go from here. Well, you're fully vaccinated, so you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You?
Mm-hmm.
You?
Nope.
Anti-vaxxers to the death. Give it.
Anti-vaxxer.
Give it.
I have nothing nice to say to either of you about it, so we should probably just talk about something else.
I know you don't. I know that's triggering for you.
I don't know. It is.
I know.
I mean, I was laying in a hospital bed, almost dead, and I was like watching on my phone people call it fake, saying that it's not real, it's just like the flu. Yeah, I got a little sensitive to it. I did.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not gonna get the vaccine because we don't know enough about it. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? You had McDonald's for lunch.
You don't know.
That's way more dangerous than the fucking vaccine. Just get the fucking shot.
You know, it really is.
Yeah, of course. I'm not kidding. Oh, you microwaved a Hot Pocket for lunch and you're afraid of the vaccine? Really?
You're smoking on your vape.
Yeah.
You don't know what's in there.
Jeez.
That's true.
So-
This shit's cancer.
Yeah. It's just, I don't understand. I don't get it.
And you may never.
I mean,
Nope.
Yeah, I'm on both sides. I got vaccinated, but at this, like, it's also like the pandemic was real. But if you look at other countries that didn't treat it the same way we did, their numbers are the same as ours. And if you go back to, I think, 2012, the death rate and the flu infection rate was almost twice as high as COVID, and we didn't shut down at all. It was just the flu, though. It was something that we knew, like it was the flu.
Sure.
Like, we had more deaths in America in that year, and it was such a bad flu that there was PSAs about it, but we didn't shut down anything.
Well,
And then you look at like Sweden and those places that didn't shut down at all. Their numbers are
but their citizens also wore masks and socially distanced and
they
got
weren't
the
told to.
fucking vaccine. I know.
but they weren't told. Like they weren't forced. Like businesses didn't have to shut down.
No, because everybody just did it.
No, the guy that I watched from Sweden said no one wore a mask. He said
I saw
like,
something.
he lived in Stockholm, the capital city, and he said no one wears masks. The public transport ran, businesses ran, and their numbers are almost identical if you look at it per capita. Because obviously they're a lot smaller.
Imagine if we did. I'm not gonna argue numbers. I don't really know or care. I don't think it's.
I just think it was like I understand we should take care of each other. We should get the vaccine, and I blame the news that it was blown out of proportion. Like the toilet paper thing, that was the news. 100%. I blame that on the news.
That was kind of crazy.
That was stupid. It was toilet paper and water, and that was all because the news saw people buying a lot of toilet paper, and then they exploded it, and it was like toilet paper was selling out left and right. And they did the same thing with like you could track this shit with the news.
Yeah.
Because they were literally saving their companies. Like, if you look at like news companies in the last 10 years, they are on such a big decline because we don't watch TV anymore. No one pays for TV. So they are trying to bolster it. And then every fucking day I came home and mom was home, the news was on. Typically when I come home, mom was watching, like some bullshit Lifetime movie.
That's a generation thing, though.
Yeah, but before the COVID, it was, Lifetime movies were on, or, America's Got Talent or whatever. But then it was like coming home from work every day. It was the news from when I got home, eat dinner, still news, go to bed, news. She's watching news. Like, the news was taking over, and they were saving their companies.
Yeah.
But I still think, I got vaccinated. I get it.
Dude, it fucked you up.
Yeah, it was not fun.
It's not just the flu.
No, it's worse than, case to case.
Yeah, it definitely depends case to case, but generally the flu is not case to case. The flu, everybody gets the same, like, runny nose, fucking feel like shit.
Well, there's also two.
But this is just the range on it, like... It was crazy.
Because there's two, right? Influenza A and influenza B. I don't... Which one of them's bad?
I think whichever one gives you, like, pneumonia.
Yeah. I know one of them's bad, and then one of them's kind of just like
kind of like a cold.
Yeah.
Either way.
But that's how this is going to be. That's why, like, people are fighting it, but COVID's literally never going to go away. Like, it's just going to be here. It's just another flu. Like, it's never... Like, this isn't... Like, you can't cure a flu. You can't... It's not a... What's that called? A disease. Like, you can't cure it. You're just going to have to live with it.
You can prevent it.
You said McDonald's. Now all I can think about is McDonald's.
Why?
It's so bad.
I don't know.
I fucking hate McDonald's.
I'm not saying it's amazing. I'm just like...
It's so bad. It's like
easily manipulated.
Oh.
It's not even a fast food thing.
Wow.
It's just a McDonald's thing. Like...
Okay,
It's
McDonald's
just so
breakfast.
bad.
That's what's in my head.
It
That's
was
still not
good
worth it.
when you made like $7 an hour at the Dairy Queen
Yeah.
and you didn't want to eat Dairy Queen food. McDonald's was a good
Yeah, well, the problem was...
a good alternative.
Typically, I did eat the Dairy Queen.
Yeah. But when you have any amount of money in your pocket, you don't want to go to McDonald's.
Dude, Dairy Queen fucked... Like, it fucked me up. I got fat at Dairy Queen. I started smoking at Dairy Queen.
It was so bad.
I was so greasy.
I started smoking at Dairy Queen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just being around the grease, my face, I just had way more like zits.
Yeah.
I gained a ton of weight. I still have stretch marks from losing the weight going to SCI. Because there was one day, like at SCI, I worked my ass off sweating, and then I lost a bunch of weight, and then, I've got stretch marks on my sides. Started smoking there.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm glad that I don't break out like I used to there, because, God, like everything was just
That was
covered in grease.
also probably age, because you were like 18 when you worked there.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I was like, 19.
18
Because I
or
turned
19.
21 in Montana.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a bad experience.
I mean, I
all
loved
around.
it. Like, it was great working with
Dairy
friends.
Queen fucked me up.
Yeah.
But Dairy Queen,
Dairy Queen is responsible for all his shortcuts.
Well, and that store was just grimy and dirty.
Oh, it was
and
terrible.
It
And
was
we were given the keys to the kingdom because Zach was manager.
I was in charge. What the fuck were they thinking?
Like all the
What
free
the fuck
ice
were they
cream.
thinking?
All
there
the,
might
all
be
the,
a reason that Dairy Queen's not there anymore.
Well, it was there. It was
Yeah.
around for like a year.
yeah, it lasted a little bit
two.
after us.
They hung on for dear life
Yeah.
after you guys were gone. And then they're like, you know what? We will never financially recover from these.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not going to financially recover from us. I mean,
used-
we would walk in and be like, you know what, I want some chicken, and we wouldn't just cook a chicken. You'd take a bag of chicken,
A fucking bag of chicken.
like
and
not
just
Do you
the.
see where I'm going with this?
fill up all 4 fryers with just chicken. And then, throw
And
half of it away.
Even like the grilled ones,
Yeah.
grilled ones home, throw them on the grill at home.
Yeah.
Throw half of
It used
away.
to be a game. We never sold water bottles, ever, and we were constantly out of water bottles because we would go back and get one, drink half of it, go on a smoke break, and the game was who can kick it on the roof. The roof of that Dairy Queen has hundreds of half-drinking water bottles on it, for sure.
Yeah. We did, every time someone would be like, "Can I get a water?"
We're out.
We're out.
And you had to go all the way to the back to get it.
Use the roof hats to get.
So we'll be like, yeah, we're out.
Yeah, we just took everything. I mean, free ice cream whenever you fucking wanted it.
I mean, people had gotten drunk there. People had done blow, smoked weed. It
Taking what was supposed to be Molly, and it was not Molly.
was not Molly.
It was the worst night of my entire life.
It sounds like you're partially responsible for everything terrible.
I mean, sure, but like I wasn't the manager, I was just there.
I'll take the blame. I don't give a fuck.
The boss said
It was my
okay.
fault.
But yeah, like he was given the keys,
Yeah.
and he's younger than me. We were both like 18, 19. We didn't give a fuck. Like you don't get handed the keys to a store for closing at 18 with no supervision.
Yeah, I don't care.
And it
Bro,
wasn't
I
like
got the keys to Pop Murphy's at like 16.
Yeah.
that's the worst. Like, why do you not steal
I
shit?
ran that shit fine.
It's probably, it was also probably expectations of, like, my manager didn't give a fuck.
But the Papa Murphy's
Yeah.
he worked at was probably like a fine establishment.
No, it
That-
really wasn't.
Yeah, if I remember,
It was
I don't think it
pretty
was.
Yeah, we didn't even, we had the outdated ass fucking old school 1990s cash registers and shit, and they
Oh, dude, ours-
refused
The
to
ones that
upgrade.
beep.
Where you
Yeah.
take
The
thing
buttons.
and then you fucking
Yeah.
pull the lever.
Yeah, it was
The
garbage.
drawer comes out.
Yeah, ours were from like the fucking 80s. Is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like the monitors were like the green lines,
With
like
the-
you see in the old school
Yeah,
movies.
exactly.
I still see those every once in a while.
And it was so easy to cheat. So easy to cheat. Like
I didn't
you,
even
like
cheat,
someone
bro.
I came in, someone comes in that you know, right? And I'm not working kitchen, and there's someone in there that's not one of our friends. So you're like, oh fuck the camera. So you're like, I got to get this made, but I don't want them to pay. So you ring everything up you want, right? And then it all shows up, and then you can do this magical trick where you clear it, but it doesn't clear it in the kitchen or on the ice cream. So you have to like if you cleared it and you actually meant to, you had to yell, "I don't make that."
Yeah.
So you just don't yell. You just okay, this is what you want, clear, and then you're like, okay, it'll be up in a minute.
Yeah.
The people making it in the kitchen had no idea it was cleared, so they would just continue, put it all together, get the ice cream,
Set
put
it
it up,
out.
and then it'd be like, all right, thanks. And they would have no idea.
Dudes would come in off shift, unscheduled, walk in, go to the back freezer, get a bag of chicken, get a pile of hamburger, be like, see ya. And I'd be like, later, man, have fun. Just a fucking bag of chicken, some hamburgers, some corn dogs. Just take it home.
We also had some idiot kids who worked for us that thought that we would do it for them. Like, they would come in when it wasn't their shift, and they would think that we were just going to do this for them. Like, oh, I just want, this, and this, and this. And I'd be like,
Get your
bitch,
fucking
what the
ass
fuck do
back
I
there.
look like? If you're stealing shit, I'm not doing it for you. Like, when I come in here off shift and I want something, I make it.
I make it.
Like, get your fucking ass back there. Make whatever you want. Oh, really? I'm in my nice clothes. I'm like, well, fucking bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Your total's $8.93.
Yeah.
yeah, if you're not gonna make it yourself, I'm not fucking doing it.
Well, I'm glad you guys had as much fun as you did.
We did, but it was a terrible fucking place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for the
memories,
world.
I guess, but
This was great times.
should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I
let's
guess.
do it.
Wow, where do you have to go?
We moved, so I'm
Yeah,
still
shit
setting
to
shit
do.
up.
That's
Busy.
All right.
It's pretty gay.
Well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, death threats, or ransom notes, remember to send them to imwiththeoutcrowd@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at theoutcrowdpod. Find us on Instagram or check out our Discord. Send us a story or just say what's up. Just remember, our opinions don't matter. So why the fuck should yours? See ya.
Okay, bye.
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 Only a little while longer on another drunken pod.
Yeah, we did 189 last week.
I'm going to bring my ice maker.
Your ice maker.
Mm-hmm.
To make like blended margaritas or what?
No, just like an ice maker.
You know what would be
'cause
nice is
I
the fact
use
that
a
we
lot
can
of
do a
ice.
drunk pod and I don't have to force feed Zach alcohol.
That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing this for you.
Okay.
I'm not doing it for me.
Well, yeah, but since the last pod, you've actually started drinking. Because
But
before the last
yeah.
pod was before you started making mixed drinks.
Yeah.
And I had to force feed you every alcohol you had.
And I didn't like any of it.
No.
Died.
I was like, that could have been so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice to do that when you're not here.
Fuck you.
That's rude.
This thing.
Yeah, you're going to need it.
Is my mic on?
That's rude.